Welcome to our Excel VBA tutorial series. In this video, we're diving into a highly practical topic: how to automatically find and fill the next empty cell in Excel with VBA. This technique is a crucial skill when dealing with dynamic datasets, so without further ado, let's dive in. The first step in our journey today is understanding 4 key VBA commands: XL up, XL down, XL to left, and XL to right. These commands help us navigate our spreadsheet just like a compass. For instance, if we're at the bottom of a column of data and need to find our way back up to the first cell, we'd use XL up. Similarly, XL down takes us down, XL to left moves to the left, and XL to right moves to the right. What's special about these commands is they stop once they encounter a non-empty cell, allowing us to easily locate the next empty cell. Let's kick things off with XL up. This command can help us locate the last non-empty cell in a column. Here's how we can do it. This piece of code may look compact, but it's accomplishing quite a bit. It's an excellent example of the power of Excel VBA. We begin by specifying our starting point in Sheet 2. This might seem a little odd after all. Why would we start from the bottom of the column? This is because we're looking for the last non-empty cell in the column, and the XL up command will help us find it by moving upward until it hits a non-empty cell. In our case, since we have no data in column A except for cell A1 labeled down from here, Excel VBA will start from the last cell in column A and move upward until it reaches the first non-empty cell, which is A1. However, we're not just looking for the non-empty cell, we're interested in the next empty cell. This is where the offset function comes into play. Offset allows us to move a certain number of cells away from our current location. In this case, offset 1, 0 moves us one cell down from cell A1 to cell A2. Now watch as I keep hitting the run button. You can see how each next empty cell is filled with the word OK. Next is XL down. Let's shift our focus to cell B11, labeled as up from here, and cell B1, named as column 2. Our task is the same, to find the next empty cell, but our direction of movement is now different. We will be starting from cell B1 in Sheet 2, which is the first cell of column B from here. The XL down command tells Excel VBA to move downward until it hits a non-empty cell. When it does, we don't want to stop at that non-empty cell. We want the next empty cell above it. So how do we get there? We get there by using our trusty offset function again, but this time with different parameters. We use offset -1, 0, which instructs Excel VBA to move one cell up from the current position. That's the cell we will fill with the word OK. Now let's watch what happens when I run this code. As you can see, Excel VBA goes all the way down column B until it finds the up from here label in cell B11. Then it moves up one cell to B10 and inserts OK. Each time I run the code, it fills the cell above the last filled cell with OK. Now, let's turn our attention to another scenario. We've previously navigated vertically, both upward and downward. This time, we'll be moving horizontally across a row. Specifically, we'll be moving from right to left until we find a non-empty cell, and then we'll fill the empty cell to the right of it. Let's take a look at cell C2, which is labeled right from here. Our aim is to start from the far right end of row 2 in Sheet 2, move leftwards until we find our label right from here, and then proceed to the cell to its right. In our code, the XL to left instruction tells Excel VBA to move leftward from the farthest cell on the right in row 2 until it finds a non-empty cell. Once it does, we use the offset function, but this time with parameters 0 and 1. This tells Excel VBA to stay in the same row, but move one cell to the right from its current position, and that's where we want to insert the word OK. Let's run this code now. Watch how Excel VBA starts from the rightmost cell in row 2, moves leftward until it finds the label right from here in cell C2, and then places OK in cell D2, the empty cell to its right. Each time I run the command, it fills the next cell on the right. Pretty cool, isn't it? Alright, for our final demonstration, we are going to be moving from left to right in a row, and then take a step back to fill the last non-empty cell we encountered. You'll find this helpful when you need to append data to the end of a row where the length may vary. For this demonstration, let's focus on cell F3, which is labeled left from here. Our objective here is to start from the far left end of row 3 in sheet 2, and we'll be moving rightwards until we find our label left from here. But instead of proceeding to the cell to its right, we'll actually take a step back and fill the cell to its left. In our code, with the XL to right instruction, Excel VBA will move rightward from cell B3 until it finds a non-empty cell. When it does, we'll again use the offset function, but this time with parameters 0 and -1. This instructs Excel VBA to stay in the same row, but move one cell to the left from its current position. That's where we want to insert number 10. Let's run this code. Notice how Excel VBA starts from cell B3, moves rightward until it finds the label left from here in cell F3, and then places 10 in cell E3, the cell immediately to its left. And as I repeatedly run the command, it fills the next cell on the left. This is a handy way to append data to the end of a row when the length of that row may vary. And that's how it's done. Now you can automatically find and fill the next empty cell in Excel using VBA, whether you're moving up, down, left, or right. It's a powerful skill to have as your datasets evolve and grow. The key takeaway here is the correct application of XL up, XL down, XL to left, and XL to right commands. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more Excel VBA tutorials. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments section. Keep coding, and I'll see you in the next video.